I never wanted to write this piece or any piece after it. If only is something I have lived with. Like I am ringed to the bride I was born kissing. Every man breathing is hard to have previous dealing, but look at what it did me. I am a pen guru, but a mess and delivery. Didn't want to pack my purpose, not requiring only didn't have it driven. Welcome to a floor of pins and snakes have me barefoot sprinting. No open door, never when I get to winning you. You better sit back and you handle your business, because there's no limit on mine. Scales have not stopped shifting. This has me lifted like lightweight. This has me sinking. Wow.
Yeah!
Welcome to a floor of pins and snakes have me barefoot sprinting. No open door, never when I get to winning. You better sit back and you handle your business. This has me lifted like lightweight. This is how I'm feeling. And like if I believed in love, but this is my part to pay as much as I will fail. But it's forward like Obama campaign on 2015 release flame Marcus Gracie. Shut up these voices. That's an invite to tears boiling, mourning the death on my dreams and born. I could swear the plan on a boating. Do I blame them for all this falling shouting? Then face this sunrise and tell me the countdown to the next sunset and end to this day, a gift for which I will give many thanks. See, I was made for more. Like Rasta, my head is made into locks, like dread is too much. If you ring me tighter, you find the teeth that you greet with this weeping tiger, so his teeth and claws to disbelief and chance mixing big or not. He is worth more. More I know, but more doesn't hold the present I have. Or the tomorrow I am. More of no to the question, do you love my art? Answered by me, or people expecting more from me. So nitasema goodbye nightmares, alafu nitasema hello dreams. Sawa? Goodbye nightmares.
Hello dreams.
Okay, nipe energy. Can I flow? It's goodbye nightmares.
Hello dreams.
It's goodbye nightmares.
Hello dreams.
Okay, now you don't say it. It's goodbye nightmares and hello dreams. There is too much out there for me to see. It's goodbye my share, no more empty meals. 2 lights up there, I should be felling trees. All night, all day, I'm on my chopping spree. 2 flies, flap hair, they be missing wings. 2 hands, once now hit the roll with me. See, it is boom bands on my 2 lips. Sharp that eye, spark toothpicks. I shake the world with art. Homie loose swings or huge things on my trademark D4G. It's goodbye nightmares.
Hello dreams.
It's goodbye nightmares.
Hello dreams.
Pause. It's goodbye nightmares and hello dreams. This must be my year, so let me leave. I'm moving my stuff upstairs, don't let me sink. It's goodbye nightmares, let dawn glow right in. I let down my hair, I'm going bald with this. I won't just sit here, I'm going hunting fish. It's goodbye nightmares, I'm sprinting overseas. My hooks are best bait, I'll be feeling nuts with this. Say hi to my fears, we just had to meet. I signed your eviction, let's go be divorced, just flee. I'm cooking short cans with my baby. That fate is a mustard seed. Good morning, my awakening. You took long, but you're here. Wow. Hi guys.
Hi.
So I'm touring content. I did a show in Kisumu called High on Poems. High on Poems is a poetic dissertation on suicide awareness. I had requested Rafinki that I will not memorize those pieces because they are dark. Sawa? So you'll allow me, this is not me. Okay, this is me. But we'll be losing friends to suicide. You know, like lazima kwa hii congregation as of church. For your audience, like you have lost someone to suicide. My attempt is to paint the pictures of the emotions surrounding suicide, so that when someone, either when you identify with that, when someone comes to you and tells you they're suicidal, you understand what it feels like. So, okay. Mayday. Mayday. Many days are Labor Day. Mayday, Labor Day. may my day be free from this labor pain. I have been under the weather for a while, but the storm was never part of the skies. It was blue, but like the blues, the melody was never alive. I have been fooled by a simple mirage, a disguise of some kind. How can it be dark with so many lights? And how come sky is synonymous with nights, but no fruit of it inside? And how is suicide hidden behind smiles? So Mayday, Mayday. Many days are Labor Day. Mayday, Labor Day, may my day be free from this labor pain. I am unpacking everything here. Give space. I might shove you away. If I carefully let the gas out of the can, I can make a little of this mess. See, I'm trying to move my pieces like chess. I'm whiting out my blacks before I black out. Tell the bishop not to knock on my castle. Mayday, Mayday. Many days are Labor Day. Mayday, Labor Day, may my day be free from this labor pain. I hate what I hate, and I hate everything. I hate that I hate what I hate. I hate what hate brings. I hate that my soul bears hatred for everything. I have had days that I felt I would feel good about other days, and that day wasn't it. And that day seemed to replicate itself onto the next day, and every day felt encapsulated in a yarn of thick black wool string, but heavier. And these deep sighs have never dared to become my savior. So Mayday, Mayday. Many days are Labor Day. Mayday, Labor Day, may my day be free from this labor pain. See, he said many things to me without uttering a single word. And I could see the brokenness in his mental nerves, like protruding bone fractures, blinking harder than hazard lights. He was supposed to be okay, but today, he wasn't. He was a little bit distracted, a little bit more than usual, a little bit more sinking in his thoughts. The breathing was as heavy as it was deep, and I saw the smile he forced and noticed it wasn't real. The only strength he owned was enough to speak out one word at a time, probably a nod here and a frown there, captured by silence. Clearly he was sitting under a crown, heavily endowed with a funnel on his crown. The dripping could fill him with his holes in his eyes. He said many things before he could say a thing. Hey, is it okay to ask if you're okay? Not okay. And I knew that moment he needed to talk, so I beckoned for a walk. The steps dragged like a flight of snails. The procession would have fought gravity and excelled. You could sense the floating silence. Do you? Ask yourself, how many mistakes will it take to make you worthless? Is there a limit where you come to terms with the heightened vastness of the infinite loop of doom and gloom? Do you, greatness, think maybe if you would have died early, you would have lived a life of innocence? It is disturbing to acknowledge that I had a choice between coward and a fool, and I chose coward. Am I paired with pain? And I'm certain that stains have murdered sense in every membrane of my mental cell. See, I am taking showers in the rivers of I don't know who I am anymore. And I'm drying over sharp rocks, so I color pebbles with red blood cells. And under the dim moonlight, like venom, the darkness speaks back in such low tones that I feel seismic activity under my skin. Well, you're English more. But I'm listening. He told me that for moments he laid out on his bed, hated being himself, and the body he wears, the mornings and nights full of dread were like bread. No water, tea, just bread, and to make it worse, it was stale. And he nibbled away and got choked on nothingness. The emptiness filled his belly. He belched out regret so untelling. I didn't understand anything up to this point, but I guess he needed to let out the pain and the ambiguity of abstraction. We all heal different, but do we all bleed different? Have you ever bled without the sleep of your skin? Does your heart sink to your feet? With every beat feels like you're crushing it in a stampede. Do you, if you ever, believe that the darkest hour can be found at noon under the overhead sun? See, my heart has answered, because my heart has mastered the way to mince itself and turn the blades by my arteries and veins and suck me in. My heart has been clobbered like overcapacity with the scales warning that I can't have this. And honestly, I thought, if there were two of me, I would leave this quick, and it would be easier if they would bury me. This piece is called coping. So I have this thing. I go into social groups, alafu naona say wanatoa simu wanacheza game, like you're in the middle of people and you're still distracted with your phone. So I keep asking them, hey man, see you're here, like be present. Then that's what they say. This is my coping mechanism. Like, this is how I cope with my life. So I lied when I said I was fine. See, I have two emotional states. Sometimes they say I'm great, the other days they say I'm easy, and there are times they say I feel shitty. For the many times I feel defeated. I've learned a new word, coping. Well, it's not that I never knew that word before, but I'm adding new meanings to it on my personal thesaurus. I'm making it make sense, like the heavy coins in my head. And I'm feeling fainty. So let me crack open this piggy bank. I call it coping. When I'm falling apart, like an old rotten shoe, my soul is torn. Tonight, every step is a storm, every setting feels off, and only my breath is warm. And I float like moss on a pond. I call it copy when I'm only happy when I'm high or when I'm acting. I'm a dealer with my coating perfectly hidden behind my glossy melanin. I call it copying when every conversation sounds rapid and it has like a shit play. Sasa. Poa. Okay? Wewe? Poa. Okay? Sawa. I call it coping even though all I want to do is scream my lungs out of this heaving chest and hope to tear out that pesky, musky little organ that forces me to stay alive. I hope we get together over a talk. Man to organ, see, I will not take another day from you. I call it copy because it's easier than saying, hey, I'm not doing okay. The honesty will not pay. No one is ever ready for this game, so I flip balls and stage a common play. I call it copying because, if I'm being honest, I don't think that you care enough to listen, to help, or just sit and stare at the empty sky. I call it copying because it's not okay to ruin people's peace with your funeral gloom. No one really wants the sad bedevil to keep. I call it copying when I reply with emojis instead of words to express my feelings. These pictures and stickers have spoken on my behalf. They are my cute mask. I call it copying because I keep finding myself in that place again. I feel the familiar gap opening up again, the noise dying down, and I can finally hear the person stuffed inside beneath my skin. I can hear that being breathe. I call it copy because I'm alive, but I'm not living. There's something missing, a subliminal, a poignant absence. It feels so real that no one is talking. There's no one around to distract me with pointless jabber. It pokes and prods, impatiently demanding an answer, something to fill it, partly, wholly, or anything to make the deficit a little less. I call it copy because sometimes it appears during the day, even when I have people around me. This deep loneliness that doesn't find respite in the company of humans, that doesn't find relief in the arms of a lover, nor does it fade in the companionship of friends, close or distant. It feels like a craving, a drive far stronger than instinct, a want that starts early in the fog of the morning and stays till the moon comes up and my eyelids are lit with sleep. I call it copy because despite all this, I keep saying that I'm okay. But I'm breaking, slowly. Those scenes that kept me so tenuously whole tear like an overworn shot. I feel like a burnt out scar at the end of its billionth year, only that I never really shone that bright. And everything seems so dull and pointless. Life has acquired such an insipid taste. And sometimes everything feels like I'm sucking in a bubble of radioactive sand. It burns like cheap liquor. So maybe you'll see me with my head lowered sometimes, and yes, whatever you think is going on is true. I have bowed out. I have been tested by the fire, and it seems that I am not made of steel. One will say that I lost my way. Another will say that I didn't care enough to try. I don't know who will be right or who will be wrong. All I know is I want peace. And the peace that lasts, the one way to get is the one that I've chosen. By day's end, I'll be a gory collage of blood and bone in the shadow of a random street, of a sky-kissing building, or a new coat of paint on a garbage truck, or a lifeless body in a black bag heading towards the unclaimed. Maybe, or maybe not. But let's give it a happy ending, shall we?
Yes.
I call it copy because I can't call it anything else. Nataka kuongea kwanza ama niendelee? Wow. Hii ni mzito kiasi. What's the opposite of thick? Funny piece. What's the opposite of thick? What's the opposite of rich? Poor. What is the opposite of no? Yes. So this piece is called Yes I Have. So if you're struggling with emotions, me saying that yes, I have. Yes, I have. My soul has borne the marks of every weight it conceived in regrettable variance. Yes, my soul sings to the soles of my feet as I tread upon the shores of my tearful seas. Yes, I thought I would have calculated the force of gravity, but shamefully I'm buried under the pressure of everything else and the vastness of nothingness. Yes, I argued with my relevance and it repeatedly wins with lots of leeways like the winds. Yes, I have in many ways thought of my sanity in being fleetingly stoic. I'm left with everything falling like overdue paint jobs. Yes, I have struggled with the acceptable thought that perfection is a long road and I'm drifted in the opposite direction. Yes, press down, you said, huh? Let me explain. I sat myself down and thought, I am my favorite clown, featured for the joke of the town. So you might say, don't beat yourself up or down. Let me let you know that I am gentle, but not to forget that the many times I took myself to the split inch of a blade and drowned in a dead river of, And let me let you know that I am gentle, but not to forget the many times I took myself to the split inch of a blade and drowned in the red river of the south and under. I can't let go of the pain that feels like stepping on Legos that sounded like chewing off food from the ground that I lay on, and undeniably it is profoundly deafening that in the silence I raise a silent and implode. I hope to let go, if it let goes. So invariably, yes. Defiantly, yes. If there were feelings to be felt, I feel like I have felt them. And even when I get full of the charade, I will compile a list of the messes I have met. And if you find me less of a human being by then, know that I threw a pile of stones in judgment against myself. Sorry. So if you find me less of a human being by then, know that I threw a pile of stones for judgment against myself. Not just broken mirrors, but a broken soul. So you just light the rubble and take a few steps back. Watch how textile, flesh and stone fuel the light of this particular day. And watch how you make ashes from flames. I will not blame you. My healing moment was inevitable. And I've been trying to figure out these planets and the necessity of unearthing this madness. I will for many seasons remember that some tides are the least tidy. It is. I mean, it was weary. And I bore the bare marks of the bare paws striking on my mere soul. I wore it all. As if it is not enough, I dropped it with a weight that pricked and trickled me out. I dropped it and it felt like I have gotten this relief before. This new sense is not a new sense. I have smelt it all in before. So let me explain before I continue. Suicide has three thematic areas. Is suicide, there are emotions that can lead you towards suicide, and then they're not necessarily suicidal emotions, but the things that can lead you to want to kill yourself. And then there is now the suicidal theme where you pursue death, like death excites you, taking away your life excites you. So I'm sorry, this point can be a trigger to many people, but I hope I speak for you as I perform. How it feels to have the ocean cover me. There and then I come to the realization that I could not breathe. The end for me sounds something like a symphony, so sing for me, Grim Reaper, in the dual tones of heavy crowds deep there as I lose myself, as I lose my breath. Sing for me, like trying to get a baby to rest. Sing for me. And let me go as I scream it through the tonsils, and let me know that this pain will lead me home, or any place far from these shores. Take me right now, you tout rope, to skies above these rocky slopes, and take me off. As I step away from this office floor, with no safety measures to prevent my immediate fall, will I, Superman, land on the concrete tarmac or a parked car as a seed I plan to be planted and crushed? Blood, sweat and tears of a child mixed with the finality of I tried. This life was not meant for me to be alive. And that fall is just a thought of how wrong it would be to be in control. And the fact that I can control when to end this. I'm officially spending my last moments really regretting I should have stayed on that office floor. Who will cry when I'm gone? Or I should have stayed on a bathtub, turn off the lights, light a candle, hold a blade against my wrist. It will be slower like this. I will go in bliss. I'll roll a plant and blow something for the pain. The cloud has numbed me, and yet again it may be my perfect friend. I mean, overdose on prescription drugs is too expensive, huh? This emptiness will be filled with my blood as I grow lightheaded. I mean, why attract attention by blowing up my dreams? This is for the time I feel like death is not a public spectacle. I want to live so bad. I don't want to live. I also don't want to make a mess of it. So there and then I come to the realization that I cannot breathe. The end for me sounds something like a symphony. So sing for me, Grim Reaper, in the dual tones of heavy growls deep there as I lose myself, as I lose my breath. Sing for me, like trying to get a baby to rest. Sing for me. Damn. Hey Google, is there life after death? Or are we just mortal pieces living from breath to breath, check to check, banking on exercise and vegetables to exercise the inevitable? Let me start. Hey Google, is there life after death? Or are we just mortal peasants living from breath to breath, check to check, banking on exercise and vegetables to exercise the inevitable? Thing is, we are in death, and that is why death lingers, palms outstretched with his bony fingers, top dragging, fingers wagging, eager for his dues, side glinting menacingly to induce the blues. But this ain't news. We made a true C and I. When his pitch dark black aura brightened my skies, I told him to embrace me, rip my soul out, erase the swirling storms of depression that have been my sole obsession. Fellas, better grab your umbrellas, cause today's forecast is a downcast adult who's sure to assault your senses with its pitiful existential pretenses. Huh? Hey Google, maybe that's why they don't call back. Cause all I do is call back to numerous pity parties, teardrops, bitter patching on bed-sitter floors. Cause of course I'm drifting, cause of course I'm in awe of my flaws, swinging from chandeliers, recklessly cavalier in my want, my need for attention. Maybe there's no redemption. Mteja unabali upiga hapatikani kwa sasa. Those missed calls prove my friends mystical. Fairies, zombies, girls, ghosts, ghosting a living graveyard. Who's costing on a dire need to be hard? Be rid of all my vices, cause I guess I've been left to my own devices. Hey Google, could you call Mom? I thought I still myself numb, and none of this would hurt. But I go berserk when the vivid memories of clinging on a skirt as a baby maybe renders it all hazy, lazy, crazy, total cropper. Maybe I should drop out from this school of thought. Nothing of the sort. I'm a graduate already. Blood flows steady from a gash on my wrist. I'm headed to the light and I'm trying to resist, but death still insists. It's time. It's time. It's time. I could call them all, my dad, my brother, an uncle, an auntie, but all their concern will probably haunt me. Fact is, I am alone. I am so alone. So hey Google, how long before I bleed out? I've gotten my script out while splayed on the floor, bolts on the door, all sticky with these clothes. I hear the angels on demon casting lots, kinky plots of poking and with pitchforks, kinky plots of poking with pitchforks, choking on hell smoke, but I joke. There's no life after death. This is it. Done. Wait. This is it? There's no coming back from this? Did I hear my phone ring? Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Who is it? I hope they know that I'm gone. And I hope Google hears me. So I wrote my suicide note. Oh, you're not happy about it? Okay. To whomever it may concern, I don't like it here. And this is not a threat. I don't want to be here. I don't want any attraction to the mornings and the nights trodden under hooves by mares. There should be a better idea, a better place to be than with this pain right here. I am leaving, and this is my decision. I will not sit around and defend it. Only you will shed tears when you read this. I will be gone, hopefully, to a place painless. I hate that I have come to this point that I will not stay. Divide the noise from my head, sleep to never awake. I hate everything that tells me to stay. The hope for a better day grows thinner by the day. I'm hanging by the thread of a whisker. Everything is collapsing over my head. I hate everything about everything that I will ever say. The hole that is my home is cold, and the shiver has gone to my soul. It is dry like a concrete hole. I'm not entirely entertained. I'm lost. I'm off of the opinion that I should go. I don't need you to know. I mean, you know means nothing. I am gone, hopefully to a sky bluer than one high. And if you're reading this, I did not just think of death. I died. by my own hands. I contemplated of how I would take my own life, and you can't stop me from this path I'm on unless you want to join me. But I would rather die alone than live lonely. So hold this piece of paper like a lasting memory. I don't want this living. I don't know what to believe in. This is what it isn't. I made it should be different. I'm feeling like a misfit, and this piece will fit in 6 feet, and I won't miss it. I hate counting up to 60. I'm fidgety. I can't calm down. My sweaty palm, my teary eyes. I'm choking, holding my chest, losing my breath. I can't stand straight. I'm shaking in my shell. This empty feeling is hell. And the pieces of me that you're looking for are buried in an ash pile. I burnt this whole place to the ground. And I wrote this poem in my hand. I'm undone, a flake in the wind without an anchor to set. Dust was like I was the sun. Every time I set, I'm vexed. Multiple times I contemplated reset, and so this here is my debris. By the sea lies defeat at your feet. I did breathe, and it will be so for many weeks. Have I ever thought about that? Is there a river to cross, or is it turning a page? Is there a peace beyond these walls in my brain? Maybe freedom is outside this scheme of pain. See, I'm letting it go, and I'm taking this chance. So let me let you know that my note is not a joke. I was gone in 60 seconds. Kiasi. So this is my last piece of this set. It's called Fluent in Brokenness. It's just that I understand. So it's when someone comes to you and they say that they are suicidal, not try to treat them. Try to tell them that you understand. You understand pain, you understand how hard it is to be alive, you understand that it's a struggle. So I understand. I came to understand the language of brokenness. How charred lips can blow a kiss and still whistle a smile. How a scarred skin can bring you into this embrace of mine. How a drummer can attempt to tear this heartbeat off the ground. I understand how loneliness can be loud, and the phone ringing can make you growl. I have ears that will let you sing of every insecurity you hide inside. See, I understand how brokenness it is to be alive. I understand when you tell me it is over. See, I have carried tears with me seeking for shoulders. I really get it when you are no longer interested, invested, or entertained by my very essence. I mean it. There will always be a part of you in my senses. You will find a way to be a letter in my sentences, at least when I'm reminiscing. And I'm aware that I can be too much with my insensible self. See, I step on toes like I'm reeling on floors with a blindfold. I am emotionally without horses. I'm not stable. And I bet you wished for more, and I let you be a beggar. I comprehend how much I am a bother. See, I have seen death and losses in the same cup, and I emptied it in the same slapping gulp. And I agree that you can live as you wish. Maybe you are free, and I am a tether to your feet. Because I understand what it means to be weak, and this is your ticket inked by sad tears. You are free to be. I get it. There is also this nothingness in life. I understand that you have had hopes and it grows cold. I feel it too. You are here, but we are both alone. I see it through the frames of your bones. You don't have to respond. I feel lost whenever I find myself. See, I'm sitting so at the shore, sort of short of one better day, and I'm screaming, Lord. And the Lord knows that this is so much pain. I see that you have held enough. You're letting outside time and time again. I get you. You're struggling to grow hope like it's deep end and you're in panic mode. I wish you the whole best and better things. If you ever find liftoff, it is better for me to run. Things will never be the same. See, I understand the humanness of being alive. I saw you. Don't you think that I didn't? He was struggling, battling insanity. I saw the concealment, the incarceration beyond all your frail attempts to paint peace to me. I saw the shackles as you dragged your feet. One weak kick. Right weak kick. Repeat. It was early morning and I saw you yawning like a sense of regret and defeat. I was met with the emptiness of your face and your voice kept asking for leave out of this mess. I wanted to say anything that would spell out love to you, but I was taken aback by the scene that was the least wonderful. As you sank into that seat, I saw lashes, like the brushes on your eyelids. I saw the definition of sadness in one peep. If only I could reach out to you and whisper, do not weep. But I let you wash your vision with your lamentation. I watched you in the silence of the deep space that is in the present. See, time lost its value. It felt forever those few seconds. As you were struggling with your grief and your next breath, I saw what I saw. And I understood more. I grasped the mercilessness of being alive. What if I tell you that I am fluent in brokenness, like mastering a new language? I am fluent in forever. Believe me when I say there are days that will never count as days. There's a darkness in the shadow of valleys. There's a path that sometimes leads to dead alleys, because I too, I am fluent in brokenness. Thank you so much. Yeah, my name is Greatness. I'm a poet. I write a lot, but I decided to tour this content on suicide and suicide awareness so that we become voices in our generation. Yani, let's not lose people to suicide. Suicide can be treated. Please reach out. So, follow me on everywhere at Greatness Poet, kila mahali, hadi kwa TikTok na many boys. They get your job. Aki mko sad, sijui ni wachanganishe. Wapi DJ nipatie nini, nito beat, niwarapie. Sitaki kuacha hivi. Yeah! Pokelea rap. Asi rap is rap. Hi. Hashtag ni high on poems. The whole concept is high on poems. So if you're sharing, but now we get to stuff. Si ati ni show now. Nataka kuwachangamsha, mko tu down sana. Sawa. Yeah, I'm from a city considered the inner city on my neighbor's bank. Bunch of 80s, baby, born around the second week and came to be fly. Then I took a plane shot, but I'm gonna stay the summer in a place with the chance of people like you rain. Planning on that piece of fun and saying the shady game. Balling with these songs, money by head to get for change. The piece of people out of my inner calm. The people is like my intercom. My message to the frequency is count. It's never too late. The dimension never is there. Prepare when you face. Prepare to deal with escape. The way they challenge us. The champions are challenge us. It's a challenge of mine. Do not sit down and flip calling us. If the time pass, no way. It's time to start a dream. I like this cross steady dreams that the victim say the victim by say the reason. It's victory you don't need this while it's empty without it. Let you ain't busy and turn it be gone. You never got it so, man. Thank you so much. I hope talk after this we get to talk.
One more time.